When did you have to choose between your sister's happiness and her future? My sister had already attempted to harm herself twice. If I told her about Matt's affair, she might not survive. Monday at lunch, I was grabbing a sandwich near the Marriott downtown when I saw Matt walk out with some redhead. His hand was on her lower back, and they stopped at the curb so he could kiss her goodbye. This wasn't a peck on the cheek, but full-on making out in public. Then he put her in a taxi and walked back into the hotel while my coffee burned through my palm because I was too shocked to move. Here's the thing about my sister Natalie. She tried to end her life when she was 16 after our parents divorced by taking a bottle of pills. I found her on her bedroom floor after basketball practice and called 911. Then 4 years ago, her ex cheated on her with her best friend, and I found her unconscious in the bathtub. She wasn't breathing, and her lips were turning blue when I pulled her out. The paramedics said if I'd been 5 minutes later, she would have died. Matt knew every detail because he went to therapy sessions with her and held her through panic attacks. He acted like he was this perfect, supportive boyfriend who understood her trauma while he was meeting up with another woman at hotels. Meanwhile, Natalie sat at home addressing wedding invitations and writing their names together. For 3 days, I felt physically sick and kept having to leave work to throw up. Natalie called me constantly about wedding stuff, and I had to pretend everything was fine while she kept saying things like Matt made her feel chosen for the first time in her life. She said she finally felt worthy of love, and every word made me want to scream because I knew what he was doing behind her back. Thursday, he came to family dinner with expensive wine and kissed Natalie's forehead when he sat down. He complimented my mom's lasagna and offered to help with dishes like he was the perfect boyfriend. When he went to the bathroom, I followed him and waited outside. I said, "I saw you Monday at the Marriott with a redhead." His face completely changed from that fake smile to panic. He actually grabbed my arm and whispered, "Please don't do this because it's Jess from accounting, and it's been going on 3 months, but I swear I'm ending it before the wedding." Not some drunken mistake, but months of lying to her every single day. I told him, "Tell her or I will." He said, "You know what happened last time someone cheated on her because you're the one who saved her, but what if you don't find her in time this round?" That messed me up because he was right about what could happen. My brother noticed something was wrong, and when I told him, he went pale. He said, "She just got off her meds and don't tell her 3 weeks before the wedding." My mom overheard and grabbed my wrists hard. She said, "Everything is paid for, and she quit her job and bought a house with him, so if you tell her now, you'll destroy her." Even my own mother thought I should keep quiet about what I knew, but I kept thinking about what happens when she finds out in a year or after they have kids together. Someone would eventually see them, and the truth would come out, which would destroy her even worse. The rehearsal dinner was tomorrow, so I decided to drive to Matt's apartment and give him one last chance. Either he told her tonight, or I'd tell her at the dinner because I had my whole speech ready. I never knocked because through his window, I could see him on his laptop filling out rental applications for studios in different cities. He had job sites open in other tabs and transfer request forms pulled up because he was planning to run away. Then I saw him typing an email with the subject line that said, "I can't do this," and he kept typing and deleting the same sentence over and over. His hands were shaking the whole time. My phone rang, and it was Natalie sobbing so hard I could barely understand her. She said, "Matt just called and told me everything about someone from work, and he's moving to Seattle tonight. I've never driven so fast in my life and ran 3 red lights on the way." The whole time I kept picturing that bathroom and thinking this time I'd be too late. I ran up 3 flights of stairs and burst through her door without knocking. She was on the living room floor, but she wasn't dying because she was furious and ripping up photos while throwing his stuff in garbage bags. She kept screaming about being betrayed. Matt vanished that night and paid everything he owed. Natalie didn't attempt again because his cowardice made her angry instead of worthless. She's stronger now with someone who actually deserves her. She never found out I knew about the affair for 3 days or that I was going to tell her that night.